think it's less than.
I am the Uncanny Omar. You are watching Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions, and this segment is called Reelz Talk, where we talk about movies and TV shows. And I am not alone. With me, as always, is Garth. No, with me, as always, is Ødfel. How are you?
Hello. I'm doing good. Doing even better that we get to watch one of my favorite movies. Very, very excited about today.
Wow. How did your choices beat mine?
What can I say? They're cult classics. I feel like these hold really special places in people's hearts.
And just like that, you made me feel old. Cult classics. It still feels like it just came out like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. What is even time?
Can I say something that's going to make you feel maybe bad, but is relevant?
No, you're dealing with ØMARCHFEL, right? Like, why would you do that on our
This year's Atlantis' 25th anniversary.
25 years of Atlantis.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Right? It does not feel like it came out that long ago. Like, even for me, it feels like it's maybe a 10-year-old movie.
This, by the way, if you did not see our poll that I put up on the community page, this went up against Fantasia, the classic Fantasia. It went up against Treasure Planet. Was that your other choice?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my other choice was actually my favorite Disney movie of all time, which is The Black Cauldron.
I've actually never seen that one.
You know, not a lot of people have. That's kind of in the era of Disney right before the new Renaissance. So it was like right before Oliver and Company and, of course, The Little Mermaid. I'm a huge animation fan, so I love all these movies. I own a physical copy of all the Disney animated movies, including Song of the South, which was not, of course, put out on Blu-ray, but somebody mastered it and put it out on Blu-ray. And also the Black Cauldron was part of the Disney Movie Club. That's the only way you could get it on Blu-ray. And I even own Home on the Range, which is awful, but it's still, I don't know. There's just something beautiful and special about animation. And this movie has a mix of both. This movie was still trying to figure out, what are we going to do? How much CG is too much CG? I
could be misspeaking, but I think this is the first one that utilized like CG assets in this way, spliced in with 2D. Because before this, we had Beauty and the Beast, where they put animation over a CG render. But I think this is the first time they did the reverse, where we have like these sweeping seascapes with then CGI'd like ship combat.
Yeah, it's crazy how much the shift changed from like the Disney movies that came before, because this movie apparently was also going to be a live action movie, which is why you have less singing and more plot. Very interesting. I found out all these little things. I haven't seen. I was just telling Ødfel before we went live that I haven't seen this movie. It's had to have been 20 years probably. I bought it on VHS. No, I got it on DVD and then I watched it, and yeah, I haven't seen it probably in 20 years. So it was really nice to go back and revisit, and a lot of things I had forgotten about. So really quick, Ødfel, can you give us the quick little synopsis of Atlantis, the Lost Empire?
I can. So the movie opens with a very cataclysmic scene of the fall of Atlantis. We see tiny little itty bitty Kita and a woman at the very beginning, and the woman goes off and floats into the sky, and then we see the city kind of get destroyed by waves. And then it hard cuts to his museum, which I think is supposed to be the Smithsonian, because they mentioned the Potomac. I could nerd out about it. And when we cut to that museum, we're introduced to Milo Thatch, and he's giving a lecture on, or like a pitch to his research on Atlantis and why it should get funded. And he's talking about how, no, it's not Ireland, it's Iceland. And then he ends up getting a call, has to fix the boiler, and we find out that he's actually like the maintenance boy. And he's supposed to meet with these rich people to try and elevate his status, get funding for his thing. But they're like, no, don't be crazy like your grandfather who was always chasing fairy tales. Like, just buckle down and do work. Like, stop, shut up. So then he goes home, he's dejected, and we meet Helga Sinclair, the most beautiful woman who's ever existed.
Super smoking hot.
Super smoking hot.
Wow, I forgot about that character. How do not enough people cosplay as her? Like, I've seen so many people cosplay as the main protagonist, Milo, and also you just heard her name, Princess Kita.
Yeah.
But I've ever seen anybody cosplay as Helga, like badass warrior woman, super sexy lips. Oh man, I don't know what it was about the animation style, but
the animation style, her and Audrey, man, her and Audrey made me gay.
Yeah, they're so different, right? Than the I love the Renaissance era of Disney, but I mean, let's just call it what it is. Like the Little Mermaid and Jasmine and Belle, whenever they nod their head, it's like they're using the same model.
They are.
Over here, the four main women really stand out in their facial features and their bodies. It's really cool. Like, I like that. I like that about this movie. Go on.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job with it. So we get introduced to our totally not evil super spy, Helga Sinclair. She tells Milo that, hey, you know that research you got like kind of shafted on? If you come with me, I'll take you to my employer and you can get that funded. So then we're taken to Mr. Whitmore's estate, which to me, and I don't know if you feel like this way because you also know that some of the art's Mick Mignola, I feel like the room with the fish tanks reminds me so much of the scene where we get to meet Abe Sapien for the first time that like it feels like an Easter egg even though it's not. But we get to go to the Mr. Whitmore's estate. We're introduced and he kind of tricks Milo with the shepherd's book at first because he gives him the original shepherd's diary that he's been looking for, but he's like, oh, I don't think it's real, until Milo gets really excited about it. He's like, great, awesome, you are on this task now. Here's all the people I've employed, and it sets off soon. And then our adventure starts. We get to meet the entire cast. So not only do we have Helga, but we have Rourke, we have Audrey, who's a mechanic, we have Vinny, who is an explosives guy, we have Mole, who handles like digging in different dirts. We got Sweets, who's a doctor, and then we have I forget the name of the phone lady off the top of my head, and then we have Cookie, who is the cook.
The old lady?
Yeah, I can't think of her name right now.
This is Packard. Yeah. She was voiced by Florence Stanley. So this movie, like immediately, of course, I knew Michael J. Fox did the voice. Immediately, as soon as Cookie opens his mouth, I'm like, oh, it's Jim Varney. Come to find out, this is actually Jim Varney's last role in any movie. He also did the voice of course, the Slinky Dog in Toy Story, and of course was Ernest. And he did the voice of Cookie. And I think his last voice had to be like dubbed by somebody else, like his last few lines, because he passed away while they were making this.
Aww.
And you have James Garner. Immediately, I recognize James Garner's voice as Rourke. John Mahoney, who was the dad in Frasier, he's the one that did Whitmore's voice. Leonard Nimoy is the voice of the King of Atlantis. Man, there's just so many. Jim Cummings, who of course Darkwing Duck did additional voices. Corey Burton from the Transformers did Mole's voice. But I think the one that probably stands out to a lot of people was the voice of Michael J. Fox for Milo. And it was just nice to see Michael J. Fox at this time doing another role. Helga's voice, I don't know who it was, but I really liked it. Also, it didn't hurt to have a super sexy spy lady.
Yeah, her voice is just so husky. I remember like growing up, I was like, man, I hope my voice sounds like that, because she just has like such like a, I don't know, there's like a heft to her voice when she throws it around that is just so pretty.
Yeah, this had a great cast. But I mean, Disney was known for hiring big names at times in their movies. But this, as you have said, is the concept art by Mike Mignola. I will say the one thing that reminded me immediately of it is the giant creature The monster creature, the mechanical creature, even in the way that the shadows look on that was really freaking cool. Like I was like, oh, that's Mike Mignola. Like that is a Mike Mignola machination. Like it's like it had Mike Mignola's name all over it. And now I need to get the art book. And apparently there was I was telling Oddfell, apparently there was a graphic novel too of his art or maybe he just did the cover. So I really enjoyed this movie. I don't know how anybody else feels about the movie, but I am curious. This came out, as Oddfell said, 25 years ago. That's a long time to sit and think about a movie or not think about a movie and forgot that it existed. And it's not like I forgot it existed. It's more like I'll get around to watching it one day. And that's what happens when you collect physical media, right? Or when you're living in the world of streaming. It just gets lost in everything, right? Why would you watch Atlantis unless it's one of your favorites when you have the new season of Mandalorian showing up or Andor or a new animated series? So it was really cool. That's why I love doing this show, to go back and rewatch some of these things. I forgot how much of a bastard the character of what's his name? I just said James Garner's character, Rourke was. Yeah. When he just throws Helga off.
Get it in writing.
Yeah. And just doesn't care about anybody else. Very selfish. And I think this movie was rated PG, if I'm not mistaken.
I think because a lot of the violence is done off screen, except for Rourke's death. Honestly, I think Rourke's death is probably the most we get.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, you're right. It's like off screen and left to the imagination.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed everything about this. I like the music. I like the art style. I love the animation, the hand-drawn animation mixed with CG. I wish they had left it at that. Like that is the perfect mix of hand-drawn and CG. Saturday Morning Fan was talking about the first time Disney used CG. Yes, that goes back all the way to The Great Mouse Detective. It's the cogs in the clock tower.
Nice.
That's the CG. Some CG has not aged well. I would love to go back and revisit a lot of Disney movies with you, as I love animation. But The Hunchback of Notre Dame, for example, or Notre Dame, has some of the worst, and I mean absolute worst CG. And it's not so much like the buildings or the machinery. It's more of the background people that they use. Like if you look at the crowds and the way they're moving, it is it's kind of creepy. And yeah, I'd love to go back and watch that. But
that's what I want to watch with adult eyes very badly, because I don't think I've seen Hunchback with like any gaze other than like child look. And I feel like that's one where like seeing it as a kid is going to be very, very different of an experience given the subject matter of it.
Well, I mean, of course, you know, these Disney movies are Disneyfied, right? They're not true to the source material. Pocahontas, or even this. I guess this is definitely based on Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. There was a big controversy years ago, and this is when the movie came out, and there was I'm going to show you a few things here. A rumored lawsuit from the TV Tokyo, NHK, and
I think you froze.
I did?
Oh no!
I froze? That's not a good time to freeze.
Oh, you're back. Okay, sorry. If you said something in that time, I'm sorry.
I was just praising how smart you were the entire time while I was frozen.
Oh, yay!
Did you miss
Last
that?
thing I heard was, I'm going to show you something, and then it froze. So...
No, in all seriousness, there was a big controversial issue when this movie came out, because Gainax, the studio that did Tengen Toppa and Gurren Lagann, the studio that did Evangelion, they had made a movie or a TV show in the 80s called Nadia, the Secret of Blue Water, one of my all-time favorites. And there are similarities to this movie, such as here, let me show you really quick, actually.
Yeah.
I showed you the Mignola stuff. Let me show you this. So this is some of the stuff from Nadia, Secret of Blue Water. So that's Nadia. And I mean, they're both based on Jules Verne's stories. So, she has the crystal, and there is a city of Atlantis underwater. She is the princess. And a lot of people are like, wow, the similarities are really uncanny. I don't know if, much like the case of Simba and Kimba the White Lion.
Right.
Like,
see, it's so silly to me because like the scandal I hear all the time is how Avatar is pretty much Atlantis. So it's funny. This is like a repeating,
Avatar,
just like this is such a story.
Oh, the James Cameron Avatar,
The James Cameron one.
Airbender. Yeah. I love Nadia. It's one of my favorite anime, but I really like this. And honestly, there's a lot of similarities, especially with the two main characters. But it could just be, or at least I'd like to think it's happenstance, right? Maybe, perhaps. And Avatar's dances, I've always heard Ferngully meets Dances with Wolves when it comes to Avatar. Like,
yeah, I feel like it's Ferngully in Atlantis. Or the two when I watch it, I'm like, because Rourke and the main villain from Avatar just even look the same, dude.
Do you mean like a stern military dude
with gray hair? Yeah,
those guys can get older. That's just the thing. Yeah. Would you say Nikita is the one that's probably the character that it's cosplayed the most from what you've seen out of the movie?
Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. I feel like Kita and Milo are by far the ones I see most. There's been like a resurgence of people cosplaying Vinny with the giant paperclip. And people cosplay Helga. But really outside of like those 4 characters, I never see any of the other ones cosplayed.
Okay. Now, going back and rewatching it for you, what did you was there anything you didn't like about the movie?
No, I love this movie. This movie has a very special place in my heart. It was like my awakening for like everything. Right? Because like I was like, wow, pretty girls, wow, pretty boys. I was like, I want to be an archaeologist. I was like,
was this another movie that made you want to become an archaeologist?
Yeah, this and Indiana Jones were like I think the 2 first pivotal ones that made me go like, I want to do that. And this one specifically, like I just really was obsessed with Milo. I was like, I want to be that guy. He's awesome. So for me, like it has such a special place in my heart because it was such like a canon event of my childhood, that there's really not much I dislike about it. I'm like, I can't even think of anything directly.
I love this. Well, I mean, it is. We did choose our favorite Disney movie, so I can't imagine you not liking one thing about it. I have nothing negative to say about this other than maybe, and it's just a small little minute thing that it kind of sort of stalls out a little bit in the second act, but that's because so much happens in the first act, and the destruction of Atlantis in the third act is just freaking like I didn't think I would see a Disney animation movie do that in that magnitude. So it kind of makes the second act feel a little bit I don't even know if stalled is the right word to use. More like it slows down a little.
Yeah, like not a lot happens. Like that is like the romance, but like the thing is we're introduced to all these really rich characters and then we're cut down to just Kita and Milo for a while. And like I find myself also kind of lolling in that part. Like for me today, I literally like got home, watched the beginning. When Act 2 started, I did my makeup. So I was like half paying attention. And then when like stuff starts to kick off with the fall of Atlantis, I'm like back glued to the TV. So I feel like that's a very accurate analysis of it. Cause I feel like it does really slow down in the middle.
Good luck tomorrow, Joey. And it's good to see you, buddy. I love the Spanish bum dude. That dude was awesome. He's, I think, one of my favorite characters. But honestly, they're all really great in their own way. Every single one. And I think that's what makes this stand out. And I I wish, I don't know if Bruce is watching, but he would know this. I don't think it was a success when it came out. I
It
don't
came
think.
out. Was it this movie or was it? It was either this movie or Treasure Planet came out the same weekend as Lilo and Stitch and got shafted, but that might be Treasure Planet. This one I think did okay enough to get a sequel.
Yeah, well, the sequel, like a lot of Disney sequels, were direct-to-home video sequels.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
But,
Vinny
yeah,
is an absolute delight though. He improvised most of those lines. Like whoever, I forget what the comedian's name is, but he improvised most of his lines in this movie, and it's crazy.
It was Don Novello. That's who did his voice, and it was awesome. Just how, I don't know, it's my kind of humor that I really like. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it did as well as like other movies. And this is the time when it started to slow down the animation studio from going to more and more Pixar and CG stuff. Because after this, we had Treasure Planet. After Treasure Planet, we had Home on the Range. Wait, no,
Brother
after
Bear.
this, Brother Bear. Yeah. And then was Brother Bear? No, Brother Bear was, anyway, it doesn't matter. Home on the Range was like the last Disney animated film. And then they brought it back with Princess and the Frog and a little bit of Enchanted, as far as traditional hand-drawn animation, and that's pretty much it. Which kind of sucks. Like, because this was great, like the way it was animated. So
and that's
this
the thing. I feel like so many from this era. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying, made 186 million, and the budget was about 90 to 120 million. So it made its money back, which is good.
Yeah.
And I think it's. I think at one time somebody told me it's supposed to be 3 times what the budget was in order to be considered a success, because you have to take into account marketing. But yeah, I think people. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a change. Maybe people were like, "Oh, CG is where it's at. It's great." Huh.
I think this era is very interesting because I know I'm biased because I grew up with like the post-Renaissance Disney movies, but I think they were some of the ones with the most hard-hitting messages and like the most interesting like art styles and diverse casts. Mm-hmm. So like for me, I have such a fondness for these movies, but I think a lot of them didn't hit because they weren't that like Disney art style TM. And they weren't like musicals, because like Brother Bear has some music, but like I love that movie. But it doesn't really fit into the mold. This one doesn't really fit into the mold. Like Treasure Planet also has like one song in it that's like sung, but it's not sung by the characters. But all of them have such different art styles that break that like picturesque Disney look that you see in your brain when you think of Disney animation. So it's very interesting.
Was Treasure Planet the one that they did the Goo Goo Dolls? Was it the Goo Goo Dolls or was that Titan AE? I cannot remember. I get those two mixed up. Titan AE was written by Joss Whedon, I think. And Treasure Planet, I could have sworn one of them used the Goo Goo Dolls, though.
I think it might be Treasure Planet because I can hear the song in my head, but I don't know if it's a Goo Goo Dolls song or not.
I'm
trying to think who the artist is.
Weren't you saying?
I'm gonna look it up. I'm not gonna sing it. I'm not gonna sing it. It's It
is Mike Mignola's art. That is correct.
Yeah.
So apparently Titan AE was the Goo Goo Dolls. Thank you, Josh, for that. I knew it was one of them.
Treasure Planet has a high profile song because I hear it on the radio still, and I'll be like, oh, it's that song. And I'm trying to think like what the actual title is because I can like hear it, and I'm trying to get the chorus downloaded into my brain.
We may have to revisit it because I don't remember. I have seen Treasure Planet and Titan AE twice, and I think it was around the same time.
I think it's
Treasure Planet is Goo Goo Dolls. Iris. Okay. That's what
they go. Iris.
By the Goo Goo Dolls. Okay. I thought it was going crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. I think I like it as like a I like it better than Treasure Island, personally. I like it better than Muppet Treasure Island, personally, even though Tim Curry's in it. I just think like something about the space setting and like the themes they're able to do with Jim hit a little harder than they do when it's silly pirate shenanigans and hijinks. But it's still fun pirate hijinks and like stuff. It's just in space.
I have honestly nothing negative to say about this movie. I really enjoyed it.
I'm
And
glad.
just like I said, a little bit of the stalling in the second act is the only negative thing. And that's pretty damn good. Because I do like all the characters. I like the animation style. I like the music. And lack of songs. Ooh, that melted my heart. And it was like, and don't get me wrong, my favorite movies have, or my favorite Disney movies have a lot of songs too. But yeah. And the song's called I'm Still Here. Okay. There's too much Mandela effect. It's I think it's Mandela effect because both Titan AE and Treasure Planet to me came out at the same time, even though they really didn't. I think they came out like, I don't know, a few years apart. When did Lilo and Stitch come out? What year was that?
I think 2003, 2004.
Okay.
I remember seeing it in theaters, so I'm like, I had to be old enough to remember, but I know I was a kid. So I want to say like 2003 or 4. This is 2001.
Yeah, and in 2001, I mean, the world was about to change. Okay, let's see. 2001 also gave us Monsters Inc., which was a huge hit for Disney.
I loved Monsters Inc.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that movie too. Lilo and Stitch was 2002. Treasure Planet was 2002. Lilo and Stitch came out in June. Treasure Planet was in November. And then I think theatrically release was maybe the Piglet movie. But then, my gosh, I mean, if you look at like Finding Nemo, which was a humongous hit for Disney or because of Pixar, Brother Bear came out the same year in 2003. And I think at that point, they were like, okay, we are wasting our money with hand-drawn animation. The future is this Pixar and CG, because in 2004, it was The Incredibles, which is just freaking
Oh my God.
insane.
It's just crazy to think how condensed those were, because like in kid years, like I felt like these movies were so far apart. So hearing that like these movies were actually like this next to each other is like absolutely crazy.
Why does she look like the main character? Was this planned? Or my question is, when are we going to review One Piece where people are going to be like, why does she look like Nami? Like she you don't even have to cosplay. Like you could just wear whatever you're wearing now. Just take your glasses
off. When I had the short hair that was like here like a year and a half ago, everyone kept being like, Nami, and I was like, oh my God, I know nothing about this character.
You gotta learn.
I feel like I dress like Milo pretty much every day. I did put on my fun little Egypt necklace for theming, but these are my glasses. I feel like Milo is just my vibe.
Look, your dreams came true. You wanted to be an archaeologist, and now you can be one or play one. Like,
yeah.
I did not ask you the important follow-up question to something that you said. Indiana Jones and this movie were the big inspirations for you to go and become an archaeologist.
Yeah.
What is the best Indiana Jones movie or your favorite Indiana Jones movie?
Oh, Crusaders.
Okay, Raiders of the Last Crusade?
The Last Crusade. Raiders is my second favorite, but The Last Crusade is my favorite.
Oh, I love that movie too. That's my favorite. That's the one with his dad. Oh, okay. Woo. Thought I had to cancel.
What's your least favorite?
Oh God. I think Shia LaBeouf has ruined every franchise that I adore, just about, whether it was Indiana Jones or Transformers. And some people would say it's not his fault, that he's a good guy. And I'm going to say, fuck that guy. He has ruined these franchises for me.
I need to go back and rewatch them side by side because it's been a while, but I actually think Temple of Doom I hate more than Crystal Skull.
Okay, now you are back on the shit list. What?
It's like milk. It's so hard to rewatch. It is so hard to watch with like modern eyes. Like it has not aged well. It is so racist. It's so bad.
Okay,
it's so bad.
You can't review movies with modern lenses. It's just like
it's not reviewing it, but like for me, if I had to rewatch it, like that one, I'm sitting there like, oh, I love Indiana Jones, but this one's aged real bad. Like,
I was like, wait, that can't be that. You know what? That is miles better. No pun intended. Better.
I also can't stand the female lead in Temple of Doom. She's so fucking annoying.
That's hilarious because Steven Spielberg married her. That's how much he liked her.
He wrote her so insufferably. Like, Marion has something to bring to the table that's so interesting. Elsa is like such an interesting character.
Of
like,
course you're going to gravitate towards Marion.
Like, you know, like even like genuinely, like Elsa is such a good foil and a villain, but like this chick just runs around and complains the whole time, and I'm like, ugh, I can't do it.
Look, we had Short Round in that movie. I love that kid, and look at him. He won.
Short Round is great. Yeah, I need to rewatch both of them because it's been so long. But I remember like trying to rewatch Temple because I was showing them all to a friend who had never seen them, and like I turn on Temple of Doom and we're like 20 minutes in, and I'm like, man, I hope they're about to be cool about a lot of things real quick. Like I forgot how much was in this movie.
I love that you're embarrassed for a movie you had nothing to do with, but you really liked, and you're showing your friend, and you're like, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It does not represent me. I love it. I love Temple of Doom. I love the Raiders of the Lost Ark and Last Crusade. What the hell? Shia LaBeouf swings with monkeys. What is that one called? Shining Skull.
That one is Crystal Skull. I didn't like it. I actually really liked Dial of Destiny.
That's the time travel one, right? I saw that one on the plane. Yeah. That one's okay. No,
I understand people are bummed that like it wasn't Harrison centric, but I feel like it was like a love letter send off to his character, and I think like the way they did it and the way they really cemented like there will never be another Indiana Jones. This is the end of his story. Please like accept that. And the way they like tied everything off was really sweet.
I really thought they were going to. There were moments that I thought the dialogue was well written, and then moments that, oh no, it wasn't. It's just really, really difficult with Dial of Destiny with the technology we have to de-age someone like Harrison Ford and not change his voice. So it still sounds like an 80-year-old angry guy, even though he's the body of a 40-year-old. Like, I don't know. I figured they could have spent a little more money on that. Crystal Skull. I don't. Oh, what's her name?
That was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, she's in it. She was great. I love Young Indiana Jones TV series. I thought it was a great underrated series, and I was upset when it got canceled. That was early 90s. That was, I think, 1990 or 92, if I'm not mistaken. 91, 92.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but it was Joaquin Phoenix's brother, and I really liked that show.
Let's see. Ødfel is right. The scene where the Knight of Templar waves goodbye with the serenading music brings a tear to my eyes.
It's so good.
Young Indiana Jones was good. Yeah. Did we never get an 80s indie cartoon? No, we had video games. River Phoenix was great as a young Indiana Jones in the movie. And yeah.
Was he not also in the show? For some reason, I thought he was also the young Indy in the show. Was he just a young Indy from Crusade?
Yeah, I think he was too big because he was a movie star, and back then you could not like pay someone big enough money to do a TV show. It was almost appalling for you to ask. Like, yeah, it's so weird. No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else, but I can't remember who it was. But yeah, back then, like we talked about just recently the guy that played Kingpin, Vince D'Onofrio. Who was also Thor in Adventures in Babysitting. I remember watching an interview with him. They wanted him to do an episode of Homicide: Life on the Street in the 90s. And he was like, I'm not doing television. I'm a movie star. But then he read the script and he was like, damn, that is a really good script. So he decided to do it. That episode won a lot of awards. But yeah, it's back then it was just like, no, we don't cross streams with television folk. We are movie stars.
Yeah.
Sean Patrick Flannery. Thank you so much. That's who it was. Did you see the animated Indiana Jones intro someone made? No, I did not, but I did see the video game footage. Looks pretty cool. Ryan Gosling was young Hercules before he was big. That's right. He was. And River Phoenix died too soon. Yeah. With his brother at his side, too. That's always a sad story, man. His brother went on and became a huge, huge
Yeah.
sensation. Well, some people thought TV was beneath them with streaming. Yeah, right. You know what actually changed a lot of things was HBO. HBO was where a lot of people wanted to go. And then we're like, wait, that's television. But I kind of like that. It's more than just television. It's HBO.
Yeah.
Tag. I love Indiana Jones. I love Han Solo. But Paul on Shrinking is now my favorite. I need to watch Shrinking. That's on Apple TV. Everybody keeps talking about how great it is. Julia Louis-Dreyfus was in the first Troll movies from the early 80s. I also love that movie, man. Troll 2 is so bad. I assume wow, everybody's here. What's up, Tina? Freaking love Troll. Have you ever seen Troll or Trolls 2?
No.
Oh, Ødfel. I'm always like, next week. It's not even one of my favorite movies. There is a movie. I think I've made Tina watch this. The best way to enjoy Trolls 2 is to watch Trolls 2 with a documentary called Best Worst Movie. So you watch Trolls 2 and then you watch Best Worst Movie and you're like, I think this is the most amazing experience I've ever had watching a movie. Like, because there's just the lines of dialogue, like, don't make any sense. The acting is even below subpar. And you're like, what the hell? Who wrote this? Then as you watch the documentary, Best Worst Movie, you find out that it was an Italian crew that none of them spoke English. So they were the ones writing the script. They were the ones that were telling the kids, the young American actors, how to dance and how to dress. And it is amazing. You don't piss on hospitality is one of my favorite lines in that movie. And it doesn't even have any damn trolls in it. That's the best part, Ødfel. It had goblins. I don't know if in Italian it was the same thing, but apparently
what?
there was a difference. It doesn't have any damn trolls in the movie. It's got goblins.
That's
there was
ridiculous.
Dude, legit, one of the actors in it. Oh my God, it's my favorite thing. Had no idea he was in a movie. He had been in home for the. He had been in a mental institution and had gotten out, and I don't know how they ended up like casting him in this one role where it's about like killing a kid. And he's like, yeah, I just wanted to kill the kid. I don't know. I didn't even know it was a movie. Oh man, this whole movie is amazing.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude, we need to watch this. This is so good. It's so good. But again, it's like you get the beauty of it once you watch it back to back. It's great. Okay, so let's rate Nadia the Secret. No, I'm not Nadia the Secret of Blue Water. Atlantis, The Lost Empire. Ødfel, is it still one of the best, if not your favorite? Is it your favorite Disney movie, animated movie, or is Treasure Planet Goo Goo Dolls your favorite one?
This is my favorite over Treasure Planet, but I also like there are other Disney movies I really like.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to pick ones that I felt like you probably haven't seen recently. This for me, I would still give it a 10 out of 10 though. This is probably in my top 3 of Disney films of all time, for sure.
Wow, 10 out of 10. That is
it might be my favorite Disney film of all time, honestly.
Let's just go through the whole goddamn vault and then rank them. Rank all the Disney. Wait, you haven't seen Black Cauldron. I'm going to come back to that. And for anybody that has seen this, please let us know what you would rate this out of 10.
And also tell me who your favorite crew member of the Ulysses is. Ulysses is. That's hard to say without like blurring it all together. But tell me who your favorite crew member is also when you rate it. I'm curious who people's faves are.
Helga's fine booty is my favorite.
They gave her a butt in a trench coat. I paused it with my roommate because she walks away at one point, and I'm like, they drew butt cheeks on her trench coat.
Like, damn, that woman's got curves underneath that trench coat. Okay, I'm gonna give this a 9.5. I really, really liked it. Like I said, it had a little bit of a dip in the second act, but man, it was so good. I'm so glad that you made me watch this again. Oh, I'm glad that the people voted for this. I've seen Fantasia countless of times. I've seen the Black Cauldron so many times. Those are my 2 favorites. I hadn't seen Atlantis in 2 decades, so it was really nice to go back and read it. And
I think this is genuinely one of Disney's best. Like, I know it's not really well rated, but like it is, again, probably one of my top 3, if not my top number 1 fave. It's just so good.
Project Viking. This is also in my, hold on a second. What did he say? Top 3. It gets I'm a linguist 2 out of 10. Oh god. 8.5. 10. What? Warren, you actually like something that's not written by
I
Bendis?
finally won Warren's approval.
Warren hates everything. Well, everything I love, he hates. 9.5 or 9 out of 10, and a 10 out of 10 from my buddy Kane. Yeah, surprisingly, it was really good. Like, I forgot that there were no songs in this movie too. Let's see. Fun fact, Atlantis was originally going to be part of the Gargoyles universe. I know that it was originally going to be a live action movie too, is what they were shooting for, which is why we have the lack of music, the lack of a music number in there. A 10 out of 10. We need Great Mouse Detective with Vincent Price. I love that movie.
I would kill for a live action adaptation of this, but I'm kind of happy that the original is an animated movie, because like what we were talking about, it's got such a unique art style, and I like how different all of the cast members look, and I feel like no other movie would have kind of picked up that art style if this one didn't use it.
Whoa, Treasure Planet beats Atlantis for me.
They're close.
I'd have to go back and
I
rewatch
also
it.
have that song stuck in my head from Treasure Planet right now, and it's just like I'm humming it in my brain. Is
that the Goo Goo Dolls song? Did we establish that is the Goo Goo Dolls, or is that something else?
Because it's like I don't want to sing it. It's in my head.
Do it, Ødfel. Sing it for the people in the back.
But it's the like. No, I don't want to sing it.
Look. Close your eyes. Ain't nobody watching. Just let it.
It's like da 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 da. It's that one. You've heard it. I know you've heard it. It's a popular song.
I just wanted you to sing it. I know you can karaoke. You could have sang that. Okay. Now we both rated this. Out of curiosity, if I were to ask you what are your top 5 Disney animated movies, besides Atlantis, besides Treasure Planet, what will be on the list?
Like
top 5.
Five not counting those, or 5 like with 2 of them for those?
With 2 of the slots taken up by Atlantis and Treasure Planet. And no Pixar, no CG. Just
yeah, no. I think I only have one that's CG, and I think it's still firmly Disney. My remaining 3 would probably be Tarzan, Brother Bear, and Tangled.
You definitely come from a different era than I do, though. I love Tarzan.
I grew up with like those 2000s ones, so genuinely like a lot of mine are like post-Renaissance, and I know it's a very unpopular opinion, but
no, Tarzan. I love Tarzan. I think Tarzan's a phenomenal movie. Well, Tangled I've only seen twice, once with the girls and once.
I love Tangled. Brother Bear. I really like Brother Bear.
I remember not liking that one, but I'm willing to go back and rewatch it, and I don't know why. I think I was so pissed off at Home on the Range that I watched them back to back, and it kind of got looped in, and it could be good. That's another one with Phil Collins doing the soundtrack, right?
It's Phil Collins, yeah.
Okay.
No, like I don't know. I don't know what it is about Brother Bear. I just really like it. Tangled, I love. I think I honestly like the Tangled spin-off cartoon a little better, but the whole like Tangled verse is very good.
Tangled verse.
But like genuinely, Tangled the series is a masterclass. It's chef kiss.
That's actually hand-drawn animation, right?
Huh?
That is hand-drawn animation.
It's hand-drawn animation. I really like it because it looks like the art style that Rapunzel like sketches in her notebook. All the voice cast returns, plus they got Broadway performers for the new characters, and it's really well done. Dana Terrace is one of the writers, and she's written a lot of other really good things for Disney and outside of Disney. So it's got a good team on it.
Okay. So for me, this is Fantasia.
Yeah, give me your top 5.
So this will show our difference. I you know what, man, we need to get Kimmy on the show for this, because I'm curious what she would say her favorite Disney animated films are.
I'd be curious if any were 2D, because I feel like Kimmy's from the era where like they were
It was
done.
nothing, yeah, it was nothing but Pixar and CG. I mean, Pixar wasn't the only one. Like Disney themselves were doing things like Chicken Little and movies like that. Or
Right.
Bolt, like Bolt. I thought Bolt was great. Top 5. Okay. Fantasia, Black Cauldron. If I gotta pick one from the Renaissance, oh man, that's a tough one. I really like Lion King or Aladdin. Maybe Lion King now. A little bit more now.
I don't think I've ever seen Aladdin.
You have never seen?
Okay, so you have to picture, I was like a very tomboy child, and I was very like, no Disney princesses, they're lame unless they're Mulan. So I haven't seen a lot of the rest of
I love Mulan. That's a good one.
Yeah, like I loved Mulan, but like I did not like. I was very like, no, I'm rough and tumble. I don't want to watch any of those. So now, like, I haven't seen pretty much any of the Disney princess films except Beauty and the Beast, which I loved Beauty and the Beast and Mulan.
Okay, understandable. Guess what? We're gonna revisit. Aladdin is great.
Yeah.
I love it. But
So would that be in your top 5, or do you think you would put? Because I'm sorry, you said Fantasia, Black Cauldron, Lion King,
Emperor's New Groove. Emperor. That is so like legit funny. And I think if you were to make it now, like, look, I'm from Peru. I don't give a shit if you cast someone from Peru. Give me, oh my God, David Spade was so good.
David Spade 8, okay? David Spade killed that role. It was so good.
Like nowadays, they're like, well, you got to cast someone from Peru to do the voice. No, you don't. Just give me somebody funny. It's an animated movie. I don't care. Lie to me. Dude, David Spade was perfect. That cast was great. Catwoman was in it. Eartha Kitt. She was so good in that movie. Okay. Let me see. And then for my final one, there is a special place in my heart for the Rescuers. I really like the original Rescuers.
I like the Rescuers.
Oh, Jungle Book. Book.
I forgot about Jungle Book. I love Jungle Book.
That was Walt Disney's final movie. I'm a huge fan of Baloo.
Mm-hmm.
I love how carefree and I wish I was Baloo. Like,
yeah,
I do give people nicknames, but I wish I was carefree like Baloo. I wish I didn't give a shit about anything, but just chilling in the river, whatever the hell he does. But yeah, that was Walt Disney's final movie, and I like that animation style. Not quite.
Me too.
A little dirty. I like that.
Yeah. I loved Mowgli as a kid. I like.
You really like the tomboys, huh?
Yeah, kid me was like, I could be Mowgli. Kid me was like, that's me.
I call my cousin Little Bridges because of that movie. I love that dude, man. I love Baloo. Jungle Book was the first movie I saw in theaters and the first stage play I ever saw live. That was the cool thing about Disney is when they would pull movies out of the vault, they wouldn't just sell them on VHS. They would put them back in theaters. So it was always fresh and new to some kid. Like I remember when Fantasia came back in the mid-90s. I was like, wow, this is really cool. Because I'd never seen it in theater up until they did that. And yes, he did become part of Tailspin.
Well, and it's crazy too, because I think for me, like I have a really bad scope. Oh no, you know what? I think sorry, I just remembered one. I think I might swap Tangled for Hercules.
Oh, you mean Hercules? Yes,
I love Hercules. Sorry, I'm
good one.
Like I do love Tangled. It's a special interest, but I love so much that it's from the show, and I think Hercules might bump it for the 5th slot on just the movies. But no, what I was gonna say is like I feel like I have such a bad scope of when things came out because they would do that with the vault. So I'm like, no, that movie came out when I was a kid. I saw it in theaters. Then I look it up and it's from like 1989, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
Like I love Aladdin because I'm a huge Robin Williams fan, and there was just a certain only Robin Williams could be the genie. That's why Aladdin 2 sucked. And I think they brought him back for the 3rd one. They were like, whatever you want, Mr. Williams, we'll pay you whatever to come back for the 3rd one. But that's one of the few cases where the animation studio had to animate after he had delivered the lines. Kind of like the guy in this movie, the Spanish guy.
Yeah.
Because he was ad-libbing so much. everyone else they animated beforehand to match the lips and stuff, but that character, just like Robin Williams' entire genie, had to be animated afterwards.
That's crazy. He's like, actually, I'm not gonna look at that at all. I'm just gonna.
But I don't know. It worked, right? And oh my God, Williams.
It
is
works.
just all
No,
over the
like I feel like Vinny is like everyone's sleeper fave. Like whenever people cosplay him,
Oh.
it's like fucking on him. Like one of my friends in California literally made the giant paperclip and just like walks around with like the giant like fake fuck ass mustache, and it's the funniest thing in the world. And everyone like eats it up because like he's memorable because of it, because he just says random stuff.
And I think that's what stands out about that characters.
Yeah, 300%.
Will Smith was the G. I know you. I know you're kidding. I know you're kidding. Don't.
That's
don't.
rage bait.
That's bait. I don't like James Woods as a person. He's a great actor. Oh man, he was great as Hades, man. Honorable mention, Emperor. Yeah, that's one of my top 5. Like my wife and I could not get her to do a couple's like costume because I want her to be Krunk and she could be Yzma. And she's like, I don't think Yzma's sexy. And I'm like, I know, but it's supposed to be funny. And she's
you could yassify Yzma and make her sexy. Just yassify her. Give her like the big paper eyelashes. Like you could sexyify her.
Chuck Jones, Ricky Tiki Tacky. Yeah, I liked it. Thoughts on Iron Giant? Kane is gonna hate me. My wife loves this movie, by the way. My wife, this is like top 10 favorite movies of all time. I thought it was okay. Okay, here's one thing to keep in mind, Kane. I did not see it in theaters. I didn't see it on VHS. I saw it on HBO, and it was just, to me, it was just okay. I know people's like hearts get broken in it. I know it means a lot to some people, but to me, it was just okay. And that's okay. Ødfel may love it, though. What do you think, Ødfel?
I watched it once as a kid. I remember watching it enough to know the like I Am Superman thing, and remember the guy in like the guy in the turtleneck always reminded me of Beret Girl from the second Goofy movie.
The first one. You got me to watch the first one.
Yeah, so like I remember like him and like that scene and like being sad, but I don't remember much of that movie other than that. I don't think I've seen it since I was a kid.
I saw it with Melanie last. Oh no. Oh man. It's been about 10 years. I can see why people like it. Oh, thank you, Kane. I don't hate you for that. And Josh takes it the complete opposite rage way. I still love, and I think you and I have talked about this, but I still love The Last Unicorn. That's one of her favorites. She loves The Last Unicorn. And I think
love
that's
The Last Unicorn.
Beautifully animated one. Have you seen Secret of Nim? Or you've seen Land Before Time, right?
Yeah, I've seen both of those. I loved The Land Before Times. I don't think I watched all like 72 of them, but I remember I watched like a good handful of The Land Before Time movies.
Yeah. They also did what is American Tail? Fievel.
Yes.
They did those.
Fievel, like American Tail and Fievel Goes West, I also really, really like. I liked animal-centric movies as a kid, I think a lot more than the like princess or human ones. So ones like Brother Bear or Jungle Book or like American Tail and stuff. Like for some reason, those as a kid, I was like locked in.
Mm-hmm. So Watership Down, man. Now that's
one I never saw.
That's a tough one.
I avoided trauma.
Yeah. How did you avoid that? Like
I don't know. Because I thought Secret of Nim was a little bit scary as a kid. And then people were like, no, Watership Down. And I'm like, what is Watership Down? And everyone like stares off like they're having Vietnam flashbacks when they talk about it. Because no one was expecting like rabbit on rabbit violence.
Yeah, Don Bluth. That's right. Don Bluth, who did Anastasia.
I love Anastasia. I don't know if you've seen it. I love Anastasia.
I did. I liked it. I liked that. The Swan Princess. He did All Dogs Go to Heaven, of course. But before
I loved All Dogs Go to Heaven. Oh my god, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie. Oh my goodness, that is a great movie. It's so sad.
He
worked at Disney. Like he had done a lot of Disney movies. He was part of the that, remember, not what I was saying about the not perfect, cleaned up
Mhm.
art style that Disney had like in the 60s and 70s. He kind of carried that into the 80s with some of the stuff, and then he decided to leave and then form his own studio, and that's where we got a lot of Don Bluth films that he did.
I actually haven't seen Swan Princess.
It's pretty. That one, I think. And Swan Princess was Richard Rich. Okay, sorry about that. We're back at Dinosaur Story. I forgot about that one. Rabbit on rabbit violence. That's what happened in my country.
Well, like, I feel like in those movies, right? Like, usually if, like, an animal's gonna die, it's like a hunter or, like, a wolf, but, like, I don't think people were prepared for, like, Lord of the Flies with rabbits.
No. Watership Down is a tale of rabbits escaping the potential doom, aka human destruction, and have Lord of the Flies moments. Absolutely. I was trying to think of the other Don Bluth movie that he did. Oh, Titan AE. I forgot. Don Bluth did Titan AE. He was the director.
Didn't
So, I
he
mean,
also do some on American Tail?
well, that was his studio. Like that. Like
Okay,
that.
okay.
So, Anastasia, Secret of Nim, All Dogs Go to Heaven. That era, all of that was Don Bluth, and of course, The Land Before Time. But he came from Disney, where he had done some things at Disney. I've never seen like Rockadoodle or Thumbelina. I know he worked on those as well. And before that, I think there was a video game like Dragon Slayer. That's what he's known for, like Dragon Slayer and Space Ace. You ever seen Grave of the Fireflies?
I've heard it's the happiest movie ever. I've heard that nothing bad happens to anybody in that movie.
Someone lied to your ass.
No, yeah, I know of it. I haven't seen it myself, but I know like the subject matter. It's one of those ones where I'm like, stop meowing, you're fine. Sorry. It's one of those ones where like I know what it's about. It's just a matter of like I feel like I have to be prepared to be devastated before watching it, and I just haven't yet.
Grave of the Fireflies is one of my favorite Ghibli movies. And it's weird because it came out the same year that My Neighbor Totoro did. And they're both Ghibli films, but one, of course,
Very totally different.
Yeah, one was done by, of course, Hayao Miyazaki, and the other one was done by Isao Takahata. Grave of the Fireflies was Isao's book or movie, and it's man, it hits. It still hits after all these years. I was waiting for my kids to be the right age. Like we went to Japan a couple of years ago with the girls, and we stayed in Hiroshima and stayed like it's so weird, Oddfell, because we stayed at a hotel that was right across. Like we have a street, our hotel window is here, and on the other side of the street is ground zero where the bomb dropped, and they keep that intact, like to preserve it the way that it looked when it was destroyed. That's the only building in all of Hiroshima that they keep purposely in ruin. And it's such a weird, I mean, life goes on feeling where you have this here, and then on the other side where we were staying, like right around the corner is a Pokemon store. There are vending machines and pachinko machines and like all these other things that like remind you that life kept going. But over there, it was like, so they went to the museum, and my oldest was in tears. So I think she's old enough to watch it. And I don't want to use the word appreciate, but understand.
Yeah, and not just like be sad for the sake of like it's sad, but to like get the gravity of it.
Yeah. Barefoot Again's another good one. Railroad to the Stars, that's another really good one. And of course the topic is always the bombing of Hiroshima in Japan and Nagasaki. Yeah, it's a tough watch, but it's a really powerful one. I'd rather watch Schindler's List again before Grave of the Fireflies. I love Schindler's List, man. That movie makes me cry every single time.
Yeah, that movie's a rough watch, but it's good.
Yeah, Spielberg, baby. Spielberg. Pom Poko. I love Pom Poko. I love the ending of Pom Poko. So we talked a lot about Disney. Do you have you seen a lot of Ghibli films?
Not as many as I'd like. I feel like I've seen more than I always expect that I have. But as a kid, like pretty much the only ones that were ever on Cartoon Network were Kiki's Delivery Service and Spirited Away. So for a very long time, those were the only two I'd seen. Since then, I think I've seen Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, When Marnie Was There.
When Marnie was there, yeah, that's a good. Oh, Tina's got a good story about that one. Tina's got a good story about when Marnie was there. She was home and she was watching the ending and she was crying, and her wife walks in and makes fun of her for crying. That's why I love that story, Tina.
No, listen, my horror story is I saw the trailer for that movie and I thought it would be a really good movie to take a girl on a date to because it seemed a little, and nothing's more romantic than being on a date. Oh, yeah. And then the plot line is that it's not gay and it's been her grandma the whole time. And I'm like, oh, well, that vibe's killed. That's dead. That's dead in the water. Cool.
Oh man. Oh, James, look. I'm not here to get my heart broken, okay? I don't know if I'm mentally or emotionally prepared to be devastated come March 15th, a day after my birthday, for whatever the hell announcement the Firefly cast has. Have you seen the Instagram reels like of them gathering everybody? And I mean, what I would love it to be, of course, is a season 2 or a follow-up series. Just give me 10 episodes. 10 episodes. God, that's all I need.
Who would you want to pick it up?
Tim and Near. Tim and Near was the...
No. I mean, like, would you want it to be like a Disney Plus? Do you feel like an HBO would handle it better? Like, if you had to, like...
Wait, it aired on Fox originally. And let me see who... I don't know. I have a fear that, it would get drowned out on Netflix, even though Netflix has the most amount of money to put on it. Who needs a big hit right now? Paramount Plus is about to make a big move on HBO, so there goes that. Amazon, maybe Prime. Yeah. As much as because I mean, pretty soon it's going to be all monopolized, and it's kind of scary how much of this, like, not to get into the sad part of television, but the reality of it is how 80% of it is now going to be owned by. Well. Here nor there. It'll be Hulu, Disney. Oh, Disney has the IP. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay. So the Disney Plus. Well, fingers crossed they do a good job with it.
I hope it's a TV show. I hope it's a follow-up. I know that we lost Ron Glass a few years back, and of course his character passed away in Serenity. And it'll be interesting to see what they do with Wash. The guy's used to doing like voice acting, so maybe he could come back as a robot. That would be great. Or some kind of ship AI, also awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for it. So, but I'm prepared for. I don't know. We're gonna do an animated show. Sure, I'll take it.
Yeah. Dude, can you imagine if they did an animated show, but it's like the art style of like Fire Force or something? That would actually go pretty hard.
I thought you were gonna say Atlantis, and I would have been like, "Oh, I'm in."
You know what? Listen, if it was Atlantis, can you imagine the Firefly ship looking like the art style of the Ulysses? Because that would go so hard.
Oh, that would look so good. Maybe because I just watched it and now I'm into it. Yeah, that would be great. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I would rather have a live action show. But I think the only person that could come back and direct and write the stories would probably be Tim Minear. I don't know if I honestly don't know how Hollywood is with Joss Whedon right now. I don't know if they even, it's his characters, but Buffy is also getting a new start, and it's weird that, no one, I don't know anybody has said anything about Whedon not being a part of it, but we will see. We will see what happens. Yeah. Somehow we're still getting more Neon Genesis Evangelion. I know, I saw that. And apparently the new one is only available through some kind of physical media, something like that. X-Men 97 proves that you can do unique animation styles with resurrected properties. Agreed. Yeah. We both really liked X-Men 97 and cannot wait for the next one. Bring him back, uncancel him. Or let him ride under a different pen name. But at least with Firefly, we still have Tim Minear, who co-created the series and who co-scripted, co-directed a lot of them, and actually directed a lot of the episodes. So we have that going for us. Gregory Peck, and a lot, what's funny is a lot of the people that wrote for Firefly, once the series was over, went over to Buffy season 7. And once that was over, they went over to Gilmore Girls, a show I have never watched. And I don't know why, because I like the writing in Buffy and the writing in Firefly. Gregory Peck resigned his chairman role from the Academy when they refused to nominate Jungle Book for Best Picture. You know what? My wife has the biggest crush on Gregory Peck, so mad props to that dude. He was a man's man. I really like Gregory Peck. She has more of a crush on his character, Atticus Finch, than Gregory Peck, but she can't separate the two. How was that Spider-Man, the animated series comic follow-up? The one by J.M. DeMatteis was okay. It was the art style that bothered me more. I don't know why they didn't get more of an artist that seems like they have that type of art style. 10 million. That's not the right Firefly. Whedon will make a comeback eventually. Those kind of men always get second, third, and more chances. Look at Max Landis and Mel Gibson. What? Max Landis? Yeah, I just saw his name on something else. Omar, you would love Gilmore Girls. People have told my buddy Travis has been trying to get me to watch Gilmore Girls for 20 years. And it's just, is it streaming somewhere? I may put it on in the background one day. My boy Sebastian Bach's in it, so I'd watch it. Is it like on Netflix or is it somewhere? Oddfell, have you watched Gilmore Girls?
I've not. I haven't even watched Buffy. I was a Charmed girly growing up.
Okay. It's on Hulu. Thank you. Gregory Peck's grandson is the current Spock on the new Star Trek show. That's awesome. Everyone says they love the Gilmore Girls, but I have not been convinced to watch ever. Maddie is really into it too. It's really difficult for Tina to get into live action things that aren't animated though, Tina. Speaking of live action, did you watch One Piece yet, Tina? Because I have not. And Oddfell has yet to see season 1. And I have a task for her. And people love Charm. Were you a Shannon Doherty fan? Or did you like who was it? Was it Rose McGowan? Who replaced Shannon Doherty? I watched a few episodes of that show.
I remember being really upset when she left.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm trying to remember my kid brain. I think Kid Me liked the original 3 better than the new 3. But it's been so long. I just remember Kid Me was like really upset and didn't understand that like the actress was leaving and that's why the character had to go. And I was like, this is dumb.
I do like Rose
McGowan.
McGowan.
Rose McGowan, I remember doing a good job. I just don't think I liked her character quite as much.
Tina, come over tomorrow. Let's watch some One Piece season 2. And only caught the first episode of the new season so far. I'm excited for it. And yeah, I always like Rose McGowan. Gilmore Girls is just Golden Girls prequel. I've never learned that. It's how I learned Shannon was a mess to work with, and we got robbed at her coming back for the finale. Yeah, I've always heard that about her from 90210 and Kevin Smith on Mallrats. It sucks because I always liked Shannon Doherty. I thought she was great in everything she did. And man, it's weird because we lost her too. Like, was it last year or 2 years ago?
And the guy who played Cole.
In Cole and what? I'm sorry.
Charmed.
Gilmore?
He was also Dr. Doom. I forget the actor's name right now.
Oh, the guy from
He
Nip
also
Tuck?
passed away recently.
Yeah, the guy from Nip Tuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Julian McMahon. Yeah, he passed away of cancer as well. So, yeah, that's right.
Because he was also in Charmed. Because my mom had like huge crush on him.
He's a good-looking dude. Yeah,
He's a good-looking dude.
Are you taking off on Saturday for your birthday? Make Large do it. No, I'll be here. Can't celebrate my birthday until that evening anyway. Yeah, getting old sucks, Omar. It's got its perks, right? It beats the alternative. Transformers the movie Reelz talk for its 40th. Yeah, we need to plan. We'll plan that. My kid wants to go to the movie theaters to go watch it with the apology tour that they're doing. So
I do too. The apology tour is so funny, and I just like any excuse to see it on the big screen. So I'm
Yeah,
probably gonna try to hit it too.
she's never seen it on the big screen, so I'm excited to take her somewhere.
Dude, the
Yeah.
Unicron shots in the Chrome Island on the big screen are just like, live rent free.
Oh, just the soundtrack playing on the giant
Mhm.
speakers. Ooh.
So good.
Next week we have the Oscars, Invincible Season 4, Project Hail Mary, and Jury Duty Company Retreat. Jury Duty Company. What is Jury Duty Company Retreat? Ødfel, take this one. What is the Apology Tour?
So Hasbro, being the cheeky company that they are, made this really fun advert, and if you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it. Where they're like, "We're sorry for scoring your childhoods. Did we ruin that?" And then they like jump cut to like killing Optimus Prime and like some other like deaths from that movie, and they're like, "Here's our apology tour," and they announce like what merch they're doing, and they're bringing the movie back to theaters and all this stuff for the 40th. But it's very fun. It's very tongue in cheek, and they're just apologizing for scarring everyone's childhoods by killing the main character, and it's fun. If you haven't seen it yet, please go look at it. It's cute.
Okay, so there you go. And it will be back in theaters, I think in August is when they're planning on doing it, if I'm not mistaken. Jury Duty was the series Bunkmaster B talked about. I don't know what it is, man. Hasbro should apologize for Beast Machines and Bayformers.
Give me
Any
one sec.
Oscar picks? Yeah, absolutely, from you guys. Let's see. We actually went through a quick little recap of the Oscars. But for me, I think Sinners is going to win Best Movie. I like For One Battle After Another to win, though, because that movie was phenomenal. That's my choice. Although Train Dreams was amazing, I really liked it. Did you ever get around to watching Train Dreams?
I haven't watched Train Dreams yet, no. It's been weirdly chaotic, honestly.
Well, you have been moving, right?
Yeah, I've been moving, and then I was in Milwaukee pretty much all week for Anime Milwaukee, so... Whew.
Why does everything turn 40 this year? Not everything. Everything good. Everything good. Hasbro selling toys and killing your favorite characters. So I assume your movie choice, your Oscar choice would be Frankenstein, right? Like Frankenstein, you went
Either Frankenstein or Sinners. I want to see both do really well. I love them both.
Did you like Sinners a lot?
I did. I was surprised because I was nervous. The trailers made it look much more horror than I feel like it was. But I really enjoyed that movie.
It was not a lot of horror, right? It was like a little horror that they make you forget about and everything else.
Because I was not planning to see it in theaters because of that. My friends were like, no, trust me. And we went to see it, and I'm glad I did. Because getting to hear the music and stuff in theaters was awesome.
Yeah. Plus, Delroy Lindo is up for a Oscar as well, and I hope he gets it.
I do too.
Phenomenal actor. He has been around, oh my gosh, for years. I think he was in Malcolm X, if I'm not that was.
Oh my gosh.
He's been in a lot of movies, like since the 80s, I think. Maybe even the 70s, doing like a lot of TV stuff. But I remember Malcolm X in particular. That was in 1991, 1992. And I'm sure he did stuff before that. But yeah, he's been around for a long time. And about damn time, because he's been killer in everything he does.
Yeah, his performance in this was incredible. So fingers crossed.
I get to play that I actually watch any of these movies because it's been like one. I know Tina only watches one movie in the theater a year. It was on The Good Fight, right? Denzel going to be in Black Panther 2. Is it still Black Panther 2? Is it because what was the second one called? Wakanda Forever. So this one should be called.
I think it was Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. So it would be Black Panther 3.
Okay, yeah, Black Panther 3.
I think.
Denzel. That's another guy I really liked. But he has been getting praises for years. Yes, he plays West Indian Archie in Malcolm X. Yes, Denzel was robbed for an Oscar. He was great in that movie. He was great. Black Panther, Wakanda, Infinite, Eternal. I don't think that's what it's called. Ryan Coogler loves to get a lot of older talent. Black Panther had one of the oldest actors in Atlanta. She was 93. I think he just likes to surround himself with really talented people, regardless
Yeah.
of age. And I mean, I really liked everybody he cast, and it's so cool to see, Michael B. Jordan playing 2 roles, and really smart, right? Like, 'cause
The way,
I hate in movies when they do this usually, but then I
yeah.
thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? Ryan Coogler is a fucking genius, because I really like Michael B. Jordan, and when the 2 brothers get separated, it's like, how do you keep Michael B. Jordan in front of the screen? You get him to play the twin brother, and I'm like, oh man, kills it
The
too.
way, I mean, the way he knocked out of the park both characters to the point where I never got them confused was also like so like, yeah, sure they were color coded, but beside that, like they had totally different mannerisms. They held themselves differently. Like I kept forgetting it wasn't like 2 people.
Yeah, that's how good he was. Let's
Yeah.
see. I have not seen Marty. There's 3 movies I haven't seen yet that I need to get with James and watch. Marty Supreme, Hamnet, and then the Brazilian movie I haven't seen yet. Let's see. I'm not the biggest Michael B. Jordan fan. He's hit and miss for me, but he killed this role, both of them. I've
Yeah.
liked that kid since he was that kid. I like that guy since he was in The Wire. He was just a young kid in The Wire, man, and he just to see his career get bigger and bigger. It's been amazing. Kind of want to see Hamnet because of TikToks. I know it's got a big tragedy in it. Of course, it's a Shakespeare thing, but like something horrible happens in it that some people have told me about. Not like going into details about it. All right, Ødfel, before we sign off tonight, what are we gonna do for ØMARCHFEL next week? What
That's
topic?
a good question.
What genre would you like to cover? What's your favorite genre of movies?
My favorite genre is either fantasy or action adventure, but we just did Atlantis, so I don't know if that's 2 the same.
No. Dude, we could do Indiana Jones.
We could do Indiana Jones. We could do like a crappy action adventure movie. Like I don't know if you like schlocky 2000s ones, but like Journey to the Center of the Earth is a silly time.
With Brandon.
Yeah. It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie.
Wow.
It's just silly and fun. There's also Around the World in 80 Days. Silly, schlocky, not a good movie.
That's the one with Jackie
Or we
Chan.
could watch a good movie. I don't know if you want to, like,
Dude, when you described that movie, I thought you were gonna go with Alan Quartermain or the King Solomon's Mines. You ever see those? They're
No.
from the 80s. I think you would like them because they're like, we got Indiana Jones at home, like those type of movies.
Let's do it. That's how I feel about Crocodile Dundee.
I love those movies. It's got what's his name, Richard Chamberlain. He plays the main character. Sharon Stone's in I know she's in King Solomon's Mine. John Rhys Davis is in it too. Who also
I'd be down to watch one because then it's a movie that you like in a genre I like, and that's like both our birthdays.
It's like the reason why you like Journey to the Center of the Earth. I know what it is. I don't know how anybody else feels, but I thought that's what you were talking about. Okay, let's think about this. Let's see. Should we do fantasy or action adventure? Here, we'll let the chat vote. Chat, we're gonna let you all vote. You all get to decide what our next one. Okay, so should our next genre be? Here we go. Action adventure, which would include, oh man, there's so many good movies, and I can only choose 2 because now you're here with me, and I get to give you 2 choices because I want to. Or what was it? Fantasy.
What's your favorite genre? We could give them 3 genres.
I have so many. I like horror, which I know you love horror movies. I like.
That's my favorite.
I like anime. We should definitely do some anime. I'd love to know what your favorite anime movies are. I love fantasy. I mean, child of the 80s, right? Like fantasy is just, it's embedded into my brain and my soul, just like it is for you. Because I know you had some really cool parents that, you got to watch a lot of cool things. So I'm curious what, like, I'm genuinely curious what your 2 favorite, like if you had to choose 2 fantasy movies or 2 action adventure movies, what would they be? And then we can put them on the poll and let people decide.
Yeah.
So what people are saying right now. Woo, this is really close. It's like 54%. So make sure you're voting, everybody, if you're watching right now. And if you
And I've got to brainstorm what movies I like in those categories now, because I'm like, what would my favorites be?
Yeah, so fantasy is winning slightly. Woo, it's getting close. This is getting close, baby. 56%. Oh, see, Project Viking, that's not fantasy though. Big Trouble in Little China, it's all in the oh man, I love that movie. That is such a good movie. You know, I took my daughter to watch Perfect Blue with my friend Maddie, and she fell in love with it. Like, it's a dark movie, and she's 16, right? And she brought it back. Like, I have a copy of it, and she invited her friends over, and she's like, "Would you all like to watch Perfect Blue?" Now, unlike her father, she does the mature thing and says, by the way, this movie does have sexual assault, so if you have a problem with that, it may not be for you. I don't ever warn anybody of things.
You're like, no warnings, just watch it.
I was like, wow, I'm so proud of her. I'm so not like that at all.
You're like, that's a spoiler. I could never.
Your life doesn't give you trigger warnings. Go in blind, baby. Okay, let's see where we are.
I need to watch Perfect Blue at some point, though. I feel like,
oh, it's a classic. It's so good.
I feel like also just having like an online job, it's gonna hit real hard.
It's yeah, I know, it's way ahead of its time too. I think you would really like it. We'll have to do it for a show. Yeah, I know we have new things to do. We've got to get you to watch One Piece. Okay, we are officially ending the poll. 56% for fantasy.
Hey,
cap on. I do this every year with fantasy. Lady Hawk always loses. I may try again. I don't know. I love that movie. No one else seems to give a crap about it though. But I mean, when you have Lady Hawk up against movies like Willow and Conan the Barbarian, oh my gosh. Yeah. List of movies Ødfel needs to watch get longer and longer. I know. Are you writing this down?
I don't watch movies that often, so it's very true.
Yeah, which makes her a fun co-host. Hans Christian Andersen's Thumbelina. All right. That's it, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We gave Atlantis a 10 out of 10 and a 9.5 out of 10. And oh my gosh, Willow holds up. Of course it does. Beautiful score. Mad Mardigan, greatest swordsman that ever lived. Labyrinth, Never Ending Story, Lady Hawk, Willow, Mio in the Land of Far Away. I don't know that one. Wishmaster and Time Bandits. Time Bandits and Ice Pirates. Oh, there's so many good ones. Never heard of Lady Hawk. Apparently, neither has most of you do, and that's okay. Ødfel, where can people find you when you're not hanging out with me?
Yes, I am at Ødfel on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and here on YouTube. I do mostly cosplay-related content, but on YouTube, I do toy and statue unboxings every now and then as well, so make sure to keep your eyes peeled for that.
Awesome. And I am the Uncanny Omar. Thank you so much, James, for sharing Ødfel's links. I am the Uncanny Omar, and you will see me tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. when I go over the Marvel solicitations. Everybody stay healthy and safe out there. We are out of here until next Wednesday, where we discuss one of our favorite fantasy movies. Goodbye until